Have you ever felt it? The ghost in the machine. A sudden, unwelcome flutter in your chest. A dizzy spell that steals the floor from beneath you for a single terrifying second. An involuntary twitch of a muscle in your eye. It's a quiet reminder, a whisper from the engine room of your own being, that you are not entirely at the helm. In that brief, silent panic, you feel the cold truth. You are a passenger in your own body. What if the most profound lie we accept without question is the illusion of control over our own flesh? We are told to master our bodies, to discipline them, to bend them to our will. But what if this vessel, this collection of cells and synapses, has its own ancient, unknowable consciousness? What if your own biology is the ultimate untamable frontier, and the sense of command you cherish is merely a convenient, fragile truce? This isn't a fear of the outside world. This is the primal terror of the enemy within. The philosophers have danced around this unsettling truth for centuries. They spoke of the mind, the will, the soul, as the seat of power. Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic emperor, wrote to himself, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." But he overlooks the most intimate of outside events, the quiet rebellion brewing in our own blood and bone. What strength is there to be found when the chaos you seek to master is woven into your very DNA? Nietzsche came closer to the frightening heart of it. In his poetic madness, he declared, "The body is a great reason, a plurality with one sense, a war and a peace, a herd and a shepherd." He understood that you are not a singular entity. You are a multiplicity, a walking, talking ecosystem of competing drives and ancient biological imperatives. That shepherd you call your consciousness, it's often just desperately trying to keep the herd from stampeding off a cliff. The body has its own truth, and it speaks in a language of aches, fevers, and urges that your rational mind can neither fully translate nor deny. You've felt it before, haven't you? That cold dread in the face of a new, unfamiliar pain. The anxiety that spirals from a simple headache into a litany of incurable diseases. You stare at your own reflection and see a stranger aging against your will, collecting scars and faults you never consented to. Society feeds this fear. It sells you the myth of perpetual youth, of biohacked perfection, of absolute physical autonomy. It offers endless distraction to keep you from sitting in the silence and listening to the unsettling rhythm of your own organism. They want you to seek their approval, to find validation in a body that fits the narrow confines of conformity. Because a person at peace with their own mortal machinery is a person free from that desperate need. They'll call you weird for accepting your body's strange whispers, but they fear your independence from the shallow promises of control. They fear someone who can find strength not in denying their biology, but in embracing its wild, dangerous nature. The truth is, this vessel was never meant to be a prison you command, but a wilderness you explore. Your inner life is not about dominion, it's about coexistence. So how do you live with this ghost? How do you find a measure of peace when you know your own flesh can betray you? You stop fighting a war you are destined to lose. You begin a practice of radical acceptance. This is not about giving up, it is about a different kind of resistance. A resistance against the fear itself. Begin here. Find a moment of solitude, of silence. Instead of scanning your body for flaws and potential threats, simply inhabit it. Feel the air enter your lungs, a gift you did not ask for. Feel the steady, stubborn drum of your heart. Practice this not as a master observing a machine, but as a visitor, humbled by a complex and ancient temple. Then, take out a journal. Ask yourself these questions, and write without judgment. Write a letter to your body as if it were a separate, intelligent being. What secrets do you think it holds? What gratitude have you failed to express? Describe a time you felt a loss of physical control, an illness, an injury, a moment of panic. Instead of focusing on the fear, write about what that experience taught you about patience, about surrender, about the sheer stubborn will of life itself. What would it mean to measure your self-respect not by your ability to control your body, but by your courage to trust it? In this silence, you will hear your truth. The world screams for you to conquer, to perfect, to dominate. But real strength, the kind that cannot be shaken, is found in surrender. It's the quiet power of looking your own mortality in the eye and not flinching. You are not lonely in this feeling. You are free. The greatest lie is that your body is a tool to be wielded. The hidden truth is that you are a conversation. A chaotic, beautiful, and temporary dialogue between consciousness and chemistry. The fear of losing control only has power when you cling to the illusion that you ever had it. What has your body taught you in the moments you stop trying to command it? Let me know in the comments below. Stay dangerous, my friends.